Hello, welcome. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Gosh, is it Tuesday? I gotta check. Oh my gosh, it is Tuesday. Oh man, I don't even know what day it is. Man, wow. Anyways, hope you're doing well today. We're gonna be doing Arthur Leywin. I don't know. Some character someone asked me to draw, and we'll see how it turns out. Actually, I really don't know. I don't think I'm going to do a good job. I'm like just waking up. This is a reoccurring theme with how I do these lives. Like every time I do them, like it's always just like not enough coffee and not enough sleep. And so like every time I do one of these lives, I'm like, how much coffee do I need to be awake enough to, do a good job? I don't know how this is going to happen, how this is going to turn out. This anime, this guy's got like a lot of... His hair is... It's simple, but like there's a lot happening. So I'm going to figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I should draw the eyes first and then put the hair on top of the character. Good morning. How you doing? I don't know if I'm going to do that though. Doesn't look like he has any ears in the image, so I don't know if that's a plus. Looks like where his chin is at is where the shoulders kind of happen, I guess. Hey, how you doing? I am drawing Arthur Leywin. Yeah, Arthur Leywin. Don't know this character. Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't know. I just don't. He doesn't look that interesting. He's wearing, or maybe. I saw some photos of him with like a mask on, or kind of a mask. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm out of it right now. I'm really out of it. I woke up at 5, but I didn't wake up at 5. I woke up at 5 and proceeded to hit the snooze button for about 30 minutes, and then I just laid in the bed for a undisclosed amount of time. Really, I was procrastinating. Oh man, well, you more power to you. I wish I could stay up all night. Every time I try to stay up all night, it ruins my next day. But then again, I really can't sleep in. Like I'll try if I stay up late, like late, like my next day is just demolished. I guess that just happens when you, I guess hate like Peter Pan when you grow up. When you grow up and you stay up all night, you're gonna regret it the next day. It really kind of sucks. I used to stay up a lot when I was younger. I thought it was kind of like a badge of honor waking. Does this guy have a turtleneck? It looks like he has a turtleneck. Oh my gosh. Well, that changes some things. I thought it was like a badge of honor to stay up late, and then now all I want to do is just go to bed early because I'm always working, and work sucks. Don't do it. Just follow your passion as a TikTok influencer or a YouTube influencer or whatever, and then make gazillions of dollars. That's just do that. That's just so much better. That just sounds so much better than going to work. It just does. Even though it is work in itself, like even doing that's work too. But like it's kind of like not work. It's kind of like working but not working, I guess. A kitten, huh? You missed the day, so you slept all day. Yeah. Taking care of a kitten. Right. So I don't really fancy this character. But that's just me. I guess because like there's a lot of like anime characters that um they're kind of like basic looking, you know, and this one comes off like a basic looking character. Maybe he has like some sort of transformation that's really dope or something, or he's just really an interesting character outside of that. I don't know. He's got some hair here. I am taking it kind of slow because I have a tendency to, if I don't know, I just have a tendency to draw too quickly and kind of get myself into drawing trouble. So just kind of taking my time here. Actually, I'm not even taking my time. I'm just kind of like I'm filibustering. Draw mushrooms. Draw a mushroom. Draw a mushroom. You haven't slept in 2 days. You draw a mushroom. Like from Mario Brothers? Or from Mushroom Land, from like the Mushroom Kingdom in Mario. Draw a mushroom. Or is mushroom an actual character, like from some anime that I have, or some cartoon that I have no clue about? I always struggle with like these like the hair. I think a lot of artists kind of struggle with hair. I think a lot of artists kind of struggle with hands and eyes. I am not immune to that. I struggle with all of it. Honestly, it's all the same to me. Oh man, my voice sounds terrible. It sounds a little raspy. But anyways, I'm taking my time. Just the mushroom. Draw a mushroom. Just draw. Hey man, draw some. Just draw some. Draw some fungus. Nah, I don't want to draw a mushroom. That just seems silly. I don't feel like drawing a mushroom, sorry. I have a feeling that can be misread really easily. And so let's not, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to go and keep drawing this guy, kind of, sort of. What kind of mouth does this guy have? There's a space between here. Something like this. It's kind of going down a little bit. Oops, I messed up. Darn, man. I messed it up. And then we're going to do something like that. Boom, boom. And it's okay. I think I didn't. I think his mouth it's slanted a little bit more. I made it more of a sharper angle. You should draw like Pym after him. If you have to Pym, what Pym? Is that you talking about like Hank Pym from Marvel? Ant-Man, Pym particles. Arthur Leywin. I don't know what anime he's from. Wait, I think I remember. I think it Arthur Leywin from the beginning after the end. Yeah, Leywin. The beginning after the end. Pim from Smiling Friends. All right, Pim, finally Smiling Friends. Oh man, he might be easy to. I think I could do him pretty quickly. Yeah, we can do Pim real quick. All right, we'll just do that real quick because he's like really simple. Sometimes when sometimes these characters, man, I mean, he's kind of simple. He's got like goofy eyes that you kind of scribble in like this. Just kind of scribble it in. There we go. We're almost done with them. And you can, oops. And then he's just got another circle. And he's got like a strand of hair. Oops. Oh no, I messed up. I can't believe I'm messing up such a simple character. There we go. I think that's him. That might be him. SpongeBob SquarePants. That kind of looks like him. Kind of. He's one of those characters that look that like if it's off, it's off. I think I need to make his head more of a circle. Maybe we just kind of put like a. Yeah, I don't know. I struggle with all of this. Oh my gosh. Sometimes, like you think, oh, this is an easy looking character. Just oops, I'm off today. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Something like that. Oops, I didn't give him his arm. And then he's got an arm. He's got an arm. Give him some arms. And then how many fingers does he have? It looks like he has like 4 fingers. Oops. Oh, I'm messing up his hands too. Messing up his hands royally. Something like that, I guess. Oh no, man, I can't draw on top of my lines. That's how bad I am today. I need to get back into it. Oh my gosh. What kind of, looks like he has like a weird, he's got some pants. Oops. Oh man, I'm messing up. I am messing up, but we'll just kind of deal with it. And he's got these pants here. It's too early to draw. That's what it is. We're gonna cop it out to being early to draw. Usually that's the case. Usually what I really need to do is when I'm drawing is I need to like spend a good 30 minutes of just warming up, you know? I usually do that, but because of time constraints with my schedule, I just jump into these live streams and it's just like bad idea. It's a bad idea, bro. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. So I think we got him. And he's got like a stripe on his side of his pants, it looks like. And then he's got little weird feet. Again, I'm not capturing I'm not getting a good likeness. Not today. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I can't. It's like the more I think about it, the worse it is, you know? Okay, well, there's a terrible version of Pim for you. How about that? There we go. We just did it. We did a really simplified version of Pim. Now, let's go back and work on this Arthur character for a little bit. Yeah. I got 40 minutes to dial this character in, and we will see if I can do that. I typically don't. I don't know. We're just going to see. Let's just kind of let's take things slowly. Like so. And then already we're having issues, but it's okay. I've never really been good at doing, well, I'm like putting myself in a corner here. I'm not really much of an anime artist. So, but it's where I get most of my requests. So like, I try to some degree. I think I'm getting better, but in another sense, I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of staying stagnant. You know, I haven't really. I feel drawing anime eyes makes me very, very uncomfortable. Because I feel like they're like very character specific. Like already I messed this up because I've kind of put the placement of the iris in the wrong spot. So like this area right here, like it looks like his eyes. Looks like he's got a lazy eye on this one, and then this one's okay. And I really can't fix this because the lines are already there. That's what happens when you draw with pen, folks, is if you are off and you make a mistake, it's really hard to correct said mistake. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I guess he's just going to have like an off eye. Or maybe I can move one a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe it's not just that area, but it could be a multitude of things. It could be you made a list of characters to draw and asks you for Pim. Yeah, the eyes. You have to be very familiar with anime eyes, and you have to draw them a lot. And I'm just not there. I probably need to draw about 1,000 more anime characters before I can really dial them in. So they're very specific to the individual, and if you draw that eye wrong, obviously it looks wrong. Like you can tell, like it just looks off. And what are you gonna do? You can only do so much. Let's see here. Let's give some more hair. That's kind of because he's got the hair kind of draping over his eyes. So we're gonna draw these like quote unquote strands of hair on top of him, like this, and then we're gonna draw like a little like a line, I guess, like a curved line. It's supposed to kind of go like that. Now it doesn't look too bad, but it really doesn't look like him, and that's okay though. That's okay. We just gotta like take our losses per se, you know, and just keep moving the drawing forward. And so that's what I typically do is like if I know I messed up. I mess up a lot, and you know, and that's what happens when you draw with pen. If you make mistakes, it just kind of shows. Oh man, I'm sorry, your phone is about to die. Take care. Hope you have a good one. And let's go ahead and continue. What I really need when I do these lives is I just need I need about like 3 hours. I need to be able to do a live for about 3 hours or 4 hours. That'd be something. Basically the reason why that would be something is because I don't even have 4 hours to draw. Like this, I can't sit down for 4 hours. Like I can physically sit down and draw for 4 hours, but I don't have 4 hours like uninterrupted. You know, I don't have 4 hours uninterrupted. I at most can get 2 hours of uninterrupted time. This is what happens when you're an adult and you're not single. Like I can get about 2 hours, but I have to get up early before everyone in my house is awake and like they're asking me for things. You know, perhaps if I was like a paid live streamer, like I was getting paid lots of money, or not lots of money, just like a living wage doing this, I could do it for extended periods of time, because then people will be like, oh, he's working, let's not interrupt him, you know. But this is more like just something I do for kind of like funsies. Yeah, so I do it for fun, and which makes it kind of challenging. And that's that. There we go. That's what's happening. It's like, what's with anime? And you can you have these characters that have like I'm messing up the eyebrows again. That's usually that's not abnormal. And I also probably made them too thick, quite frankly. That happens though. Quid Games. What is this person? Am I being spammed? Can I beat Quid Games? Dude. All right. Let's get cracking here. We're just going to kind of like do a generalized hair drawing of his hair. I'm probably going to omit or not draw all of it, all of his hair strands that I'm seeing here. So it's going to be like a simplified version of it. Let's see here. So we got some hair here that kind of does a little cowlick right there. And then there's another one like underneath it like that. And then underneath that cowlick, it kind of curls down a little bit. And then goes back up like that. Maybe I should have put, and there's another one underneath like that. And then there is some sort of curly Q type hair right there. And then what's it looking like on this top area right here? It is curling down. Obviously that's the top of his head, but and there's not much happening there. I can put a few things here. Let's see. I don't know what's going on with this guy's hair. I don't know, so I'm just going to add in stuff. All right, so that's the top part of his hair. Now, let's see here. We got Pim jump scare. And then we have a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, a little bit of that with a wiffle ball bat. Boom. And then another little curl. All right, I think we're getting it. I think it's there. And let's go ahead. He's got like these 3 curl things on his shoulders. And then I might outline this with black pen, actually. We might just do a black pen drawing on top because I got a lot of blue pen here. And I think I might want to change it up a bit. But let's go ahead and get some of these. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Do I want to go over this with black pen? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Do I want to have to draw the same things twice? I don't know. I think I might lose something if I have to draw on top of these these lines again with black pen. So I might just use. I think I'm just going to use the blue pen. I think I kind of set it up for that. Kind of set it up that way, and we're just going to keep it that way. So we got some hair going through here, some hair doing something like this. What else is happening right here? Dude. All right, so I think I'm getting some of the hair in there. Looking all right. It's not bad. And I have 3.5K likes, which is pretty sweet, I might add. Thank you so much. That is sweet. Good morning, my friends. And we're going to just draw some lines right here and there. But it is a Tuesday, which is... it's a day. And I am not looking forward to it. I was looking, woke up at 5, hit the snooze button, and then tossed and turned in my bed. And I was like mentally fighting with myself. I was like, I gotta get up so I can do this live. And I was like, man, but I really just want to sleep, man. I just wanted to sleep. And it just turned out that eventually I got up and I said, you know what? If you don't do it now, if you don't do it now, you're not gonna do it at all. You're not gonna get up. You're not gonna do it later tonight after work. You know, you're not gonna be too tired, but you're not gonna be like, you're gonna have the same struggle that you're gonna have right now, which is doing the live stream in the morning, but only now it's late at night and you're tired because you've been going all day. So might as well like eat that frog and get it out of the way so that you're not having to deal with it later on. And so that's what I was like. I was having a giant mental battle with myself on whether or not I should do my live stream in the morning, or whether or not I should wake up or just kind of sleep in, and then when I have a bit of free time, that's when I will do my drawing. And well, I know from histories past that I struggle to get my drawing in for the day if it gets later and later in the day. Like, the later it is, the harder it is for me to find time to draw. Like, it gets ever more difficult as time goes on. Like, it just gets more and more difficult. As time goes on, I find that I have less and less time to work or sit down and draw. And so, which sucks. Like, it really does suck. I wish that wasn't the case, but I knew it was going to be a problem. Like, I knew that if I just like, okay, well, let's just sleep in, and we'll sleep in till like 8 or 9, like 8 o'clock or something, and get at least 7 hours of sleep in, and then, when time allows, I will do my drawing for the day. And that's what the live stream is me just getting my getting my hour of drawing in for the day. It's not really, it's like me holding myself liable, or it's me holding myself more accountable to my kind of like a weird goal that I have in mind. Like, I have this goal of like, I want to draw every day. In order for me to do that, I have to, draw every day. And one of those ways is forcing myself to get up at a time that I don't necessarily like getting up at, to allocate a little bit of time for the day. And that's just how it is. If circumstances were different, and I keep saying that because I want them to be different. I want to be able to like draw whenever I kind of feel like it. Like, hey, feed those kittens. I want to be able to draw whenever I feel like it. And I want to be able to sit down like, oh, okay, or I want to be able to draw at a set time. Like, it's noon. That's the time that I draw. Bye, everyone. Leave me alone. I have to go draw for an hour. Or, yeah. Anyways, that's what it boils down to, is finding time to draw. So that's why I have these live streams. It's my me time. It's my time that I work on myself and improve something that I want to be better at. And so that's why I do it. When you're older, if you're an older individuals, you understand. But because you won't realize how little time you have until you like start working 40 hours a week, 40 plus hours a week, and then you have only a handful of hours in the evening or day to do things that you enjoy, and even those things become kind of like, they don't even become fun anymore, because you're doing them at a disadvantage. You're doing these things that you like doing at a time in your day that you're at the lowest energy. Like, you're at your lowest energy level. If you like playing instruments or writing or doing any hobby, you're doing them after work, after you put in 8, 10, 12 hours in a day, and you're like, I don't have time for this. I need to go back. I need to go to bed so I can wake up the next day and do the same thing, or go back so I can go to work again. I need rest. And so like, you're like at a disadvantage, man. And it kind of sucks. I hate to sound like negative, but man, it kind of sucks, because that's how it is. So if you're in school and you're young or youngish or whatever, or if you're not an adult and you have to work right now, man, lap it in, dude. Lap it in. Take all that time that you and devote it to your passion, man. Become a writer, become an artist, man. Do it while you have time, because when you get older, man, that stuff, it gets harder and harder to navigate. It really does. It gets harder to find the time to do these things. As I said, like, I have to do this before everyone's awake. I have to do this in the morning, not necessarily, and it's usually at a deficit of sleep. Like, I don't get a lot of sleep, right? So, it's at the loss. It's at the detriment of of getting little sleep, you know? So just draw, man. Do what you like to do while you have the time to do it. I mean, go ask your parents, man. If you're living at home, like ask your parents, hey dad, hey mom, what hobbies do you like to do, and how much time do you have to do them? And then they'll like be honest with you, or if they are honest. You know, some parents like kind of like don't tell you things. That's okay, I guess. Like they don't say, "Oh yeah, I don't have a lot of time for that." You know, they're like, "Oh, I love RC cars, or I like going paintballing, or I like airsoft, or I like golfing." You know, but I don't get a lot of time to do that. And you're like, "Why?" Well, I have a kid. I have kids, or you're my son, you're my daughter, and I have responsibilities. Blah blah blah. Right, and so it becomes very very difficult. I don't know what's happening with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to. I started using black pen, and I don't know if that was a good decision because I don't think I'm going to get the entire thing outlined. I'm just kind of like chatting and filling up space on the on this guy's eyes. But I'm just kind of just talking about like just oh man, I don't know, ranting I guess. But it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, if you have an interest in those things, I would do it while you have the free time available to you because it gets really really hard, you know. I have friends who are writers, you know, or want to be or want to be writers, but they work so much that they can't write. You know, they don't have they're like too tired now. You know, like they get home, they're like, what do I do? Do I make dinner or do I eat dinner and shower and clean up because I'm filthy, or do I do laundry or do whatever you need to do, or do I write and scratch that itch, right? And most people are like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. I haven't had anything to eat, so I'm going to go eat. And then by the time you're done with dinner and it's like 7 or 8, you're like, well, I have literally maybe an hour or an hour and a half if I want to get my 8 hours of sleep. And you make a decision. You're like, well, I should just start getting ready to go to bed, or kind of like I guess not deload, but like decompress for the day, because maybe if you start doing like something that you like to do, which is like drawing or whatever hobby, right? You start doing that thing, it kind of winds you back up, right? It puts you in high spirits, or it energizes you a little bit. But you don't want to be winding back up when you should be winding down for the evening, you know? Anyways, I don't know how I feel about this drawing. Some things are okay. There's not a lot of value happening here. Sometimes these anime characters, sometimes they don't have a lot of shading that you can put on them. So I don't know. Like this drawing, or the image that I'm using is kind of fairly shadeless. There's not a lot of like information showing where light is hitting. You know, technically they're showing a light source hitting right here on the side of his cheek, but it's just kind of like bland. to me. And there's a light source on the nose. Maybe a little light source right here. But everything else is just kind of like one tone. So I guess I can kind of add a tone to the side here and see where that takes me. Something like this. Oops, I went on top of the nose. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. Something like that will be good. Let's kind of do something like this. Oh no, I messed up the mouth. Jeez Louise. That's what happens when you're drawing with pen and you're drawing on top of like previously made lines. Have I drawn Sailor Moon? I have not. I have not drawn Sailor Moon. But I can in the future. If that's what you would like, I could draw Sailor Moon in the future. I mean, later, not today though. Let's see here. We're gonna go. It's kind of getting like these hairlines here. I'm omitting a lot of information here. By the way, there's a lot of the detail in the hair is much more pronounced than what I'm giving credit to. So it's just too much for me to like render at the moment, especially when I'm talking and slowly waking up for the day. So that's how it is. Just kind of waking up for the day. Yeah, all right. 1 second. I need to write that down. Before I forget, I'm going to write Sailor Moon for later. I'll draw Sailor Moon later. That's what I'll do. I'll draw Sailor Moon and we'll call it a day. Another reason why I'm doing these live streams is I have so many pens. I'm trying to get rid of all my pens. I got way too many pens. I just got to get rid of them all. And as soon as I get rid of them all, I'll have more pens. I have a lifetime supply of these big pens. I don't know where I got them. Like, I have a couple bins full of them. Just like Rubbermaid containers full. And I'm trying to get rid of them. But if you've ever used a big pen, they take forever to use up. They last forever. They don't die out. They keep on going, you know? They never stop. It never stops providing ink. They just keep going and going and going and going. So it's just like, geez Louise, how many drawings do I have to make with this pen before it just goes away? Because I got like a gazillion pens I need to get rid of here. And this one doesn't want to die out. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just like when you have all these pens and pencils and drawing utensils, you know? Yeah, it's Doom. Someone asked me to draw Doom the other day. So I did a quick little drawing of Doom for him. I didn't spend that long on it. Most of these drawings, yeah, I don't like to spend more than an hour on each drawing. And then I didn't spend an hour on this one. This wasn't really done really quickly. But I told them I draw Doom because, well, they asked and I had a little bit of free time. But, today I don't have much free time, so I'm just gonna. Also, I'm not really interested in this character. To be quite frank, the only thing that's interesting is the hair, and I just don't have the time to work on him. And I really don't want to worry about I don't want to draw the hair. It's just too much. It's just too much. I just don't feel like it. I'm a little lazy. Which is a bit like a double negative, because if you're doing any live stream, if you're doing anything live on the internet, unless you're doing like one of those sleep streams, are those still a thing? He's on the new Fantastic Four movie. He's in it, yeah, as like a little as a little Easter egg. I don't know how they're gonna pull it off, having Robert Downey Jr. play Doom. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I assume they have some sort of multiverse explanation to why Robert Downey Jr. looks like Tony Stark, looks like Iron Man, but is also Doom. And I think what they are saying is, in some of the what's it called, spoilers, people are saying like, oh, Doom ends up traveling to another universe or multiverse and finds that he looks like one of their heroes or something. I don't know. AKA he looks like Iron Man, and so he uses that as a ruse to garner support. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. What's up, Kiwi? Yeah, he's in the end credits. I've seen that. It's like it's been spoiled already online. I want to watch the movie. I just don't know if I'll be able to see it in theater. A lot of the movies I want to watch, I don't ever think I'm going to be able to see in theater. Like I wanted to see the Superman movie. I don't think I wanted to see that, and I want to see the Fantastic Four movie. Because I think finally, from the reviews and from what I've seen, they've made a Fantastic Four movie that is as close as you can get to a decent Fantastic Four movie. Because they've had ones that were like really bad. Well, they're bad once you look at them, but back in the day, they weren't like bad. People were like, oh my gosh, Fantastic Four movie, finally. And then they make it, and you're like, oh, this is kind of cringe. But, so, it'd be something to kind of like watch, maybe. Good morning. Yeah, they're all kind of, hey, good morning. They're all kind of, yeah, the older Fantastic Four movies were pretty bad. But I guess at the time, they were just starting out, and so they were just trying to figure out how they can make Marvel movies, and the special effects were becoming cheap enough to do that they could do that kind of stuff. But before, man, before like comic movies didn't work too well with practical effects. The only one that they only had like Batman, So, and a lot of those were practical effects, but like more of the fantastical ones, more of the crazy ones, characters with like special powers, they just didn't work with practical effects. Or well, I mean, you can make them. You can make a movie like that, but you have to be really a really good director to know when to what areas that you need to record practical effects and what you don't. They pirated it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Yeah, I didn't. Can you? Is the quality still there, or is it just like? Is it like you're watching a recording on of the movie in theaters, but at home? Anyways, I don't know. I don't know how much more I want to draw this character. Honestly, um, I really don't feel. I'm not feeling this character, and it's getting at the time where I have to like. It's a recording on a phone. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Wow, that is. Yeah, and it's not. They're not that bad. Do they do how would people avoid having that like phone glowing in the theater? Does that not annoy people? You know, it probably annoy me. I don't know. I know that if you go to like Las Vegas, or do you go to like some of those some of those musicians, when they have a concert, they're like really really into you not using your phone. They like ban them. Like there's also some comedians that do that too. They make it so that they have the security guards pull people aside and say, "Hey, you got to turn off your phone. You can't record this." And I mean, it makes sense. I think I've like technically. Hi, pineapple. uh, yeah, you do see silhouettes of other people in the theater. Yeah, I see those like that. All online, man, is nothing but spoilers of Fantastic Four right now. You just see it all the spoilers. And people think that it would sway people from not going to the theaters, but like I think it makes people more interested in seeing the movie. Because I actually like, even though I know like the outcome of the movie already, I still would be interested in seeing it because just for the novelty of it all, you know. So I'd be interested in going to theaters if time would allow. I would be interested in going to theaters to see the movie, but that's not going to happen. It just won't happen. I already know it's not going to happen, and just so that's just how it is. Like you just know you're not going to be able to go see it in a theater, and that's I've kind of accepted that fact with a lot of movies. Like I can't go see those movies, I guess. So here we are, just and not going to see the movie, and then maybe I might see it like 3 years later when I'm falling asleep on a couch or something like that. when it's in a on, on Netflix or on Amazon or whatever. It'll probably be out on Disney Plus like within like 6 months, easily. No, not even that. Like 2 to 3 months. I don't know how fast they go on those things. Well, Sonic 3 is on Amazon Prime right now. So it came out fairly recently. I'm surprised it's on Amazon Prime, because normally like those blockbuster type movies don't get out. They don't have them on Amazon Prime. They just have the like some of Amazon's own movie made for movies, or made for straight to the stream movies. And so you don't get a lot of the blockbuster style movies, or the movies that were in theater that pop up on Amazon. I mean, you do, but like it usually takes a minute for them to get in there, to actually be on there. You don't necessarily get like fairly recent movies. Not that Sonic 3 was recent. How recent was that? That was like last year? Jeez, it feels like it was it this year or last year? Jeez, I don't even know. Oh no. It might rain, dude. I got 4.1K likes. I'm doing good. It was last year. Oh my gosh. Man, I just like, that's how far removed I am with like popular culture. Like I think a year ago was like a couple months, and I was like, oh yeah, Sonic 3, that just came out, didn't it? Yeah, it came out last year. Like, oh man, I thought it was like last month. That's what it feels like. I would say time goes by because you're having fun, but that's not the case. That's just not the case. It's just more like time goes by when you're not having fun, I guess. But I was yeah, I didn't know it was a year ago. Oh yeah, so it was a year ago, because it was like a summer blockbuster. That's why. It was like a summer blockbuster. And so I used to, so yeah, I could see that. But so it makes sense now that you can see it on Amazon Prime, because it's been like a year. But to me, a year seems like yesterday, which is kind of weird. Kind of weird, like feeling when you're like, oh yeah, a year ago that was like so quick. It was so quick. It would just happen like that, like a snap of my fingers. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of scribbling on this drawing here. So there's really no rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of like passing the time with this drawing. I have no like drawing strategy now. I'm just kind of like adding a tone to the hair, so the hair is not just like white, essentially. And that's why I'm doing that. And then, well, essentially, I don't really, well, that's my timer. That means I should be quitting soon. So I think I might, I don't know, I might just do a really poor job of darkening the hair up top here, then call it a day. Or call the live stream done for the day. Because I'm just kind of tired. I want to go back and get some more coffee. That's what I want to do, is get some more coffee for the day, you know. Or I could go back to sleep now that I did my drawing for the day. All right. I need help. Give me advice. I can try, but I don't know. I am not one to be given espousing advice to people. Honestly. Yeah, so I think this is almost done. It was an okay drawing. I'm not really too proud of it. My hands, my line's too heavy. How do I make it seem like I haven't stayed up all night so I don't get in trouble? Oh my gosh. I don't know, dude. Don't go to sleep or man. Shoot. Don't go to sleep. Or if you have some time to wait, to get a quick power nap before you have to officially wake up, like you have to wake up in an hour or two. Or if I would get that sleep right now. Like literally just get off this live and just go to sleep. Or I would just power through it. You know? Yeah, I'll just power right through it, man. And not worry about it. Yeah, I'll just power right through it, man. And not worry about it. You might suffer for the day, you know? It could help those, like, spending a lot of your time outside. Because you can find it to be very hard to fall asleep. Or to get to, like, sleep whenever it's, when you're out in the sun. Your dad. Your dad's away. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, dude, man, you're putting yourself in a weird situation. Here's the thing. Your dad is actually watching this live stream right now, and so he knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. You know he knows. What's that song? It's like she knows, you know she knows, or something like that. That was a tribute song. Yeah, I don't know. That's usually if I stayed up late all day, or stayed up the day, and stayed up all night, I would just the next day just sucked. You know, you're just tired all day, and you're just gonna be up the entire day. So you're gonna be up for 4 plus hours until you know it's time to go to bed, essentially. And that's how it is, I guess. It's time to go to bed, essentially. And that's how it is, I guess. Yeah. He don't got TikTok. He's got a fake TikTok. He's got a TikTok account. You just don't know it. It's a ghost account, and he just I don't know. I'm joking. I don't know any of that. Oh man. Well, you put your position. Just pretend. Just don't be tired. Just pretend. Just don't be tired. That's the stupid, terrible advice. Just don't be tired, and you'll be okay. Anyways, I gotta get going, man. If he's awake, he's gonna tell me to go to bed, and I'm awake at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm gonna wake up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You're gonna wake up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Just set your alarm clock to wake up the normal time you're supposed to wake up, and then you're just gonna get. Set your alarm clock to wake up the normal time you're supposed to wake up, and then you're just gonna get. You know, that's what I would do, because there's no way around it. You've already stayed up. You can't like get that sleep back. It's not gonna come back. It's gone. It's gone, man. You lost it. It's away. It's escaped your grasp. So you're just gonna have to go to bed and have very little sleep. Maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe 2 hours if you're lucky. Yeah, you don't want to wake up at 6 at night. You got just get your phone and set the clock to set the clock. Anyways, to wake up at your designated time. Does anyone have any art requests before I call it a day? Before I call it, so I'm gonna do like a minute of just like shading for no reason, and I'm gonna keep an eye out on the chat if anyone has any art requests. Who's Sans? Tell me, give me more context. Is Sans from a show? Sans from what? Searching him right now. Sans is the skull character. Looks like he's got a skull. Undertale? Okay. Sans Undertale. Okay. I will put Sans on Undertale. As you can see, I got a lot to go before I get to that. But, you know, I will do him eventually. Yeah, he looks like a little dwarf character he's like a skull character with a coat and some slacks or like some jorts. It looks like he's wearing some shorts. Really, he's just really short. He looks like he's wearing Jinko shorts and a blue coat. Anyone else? And slippers. He's got slippers, nice little slippers. Little baby slippers. Some slippers. But today was a success because I got a drawing in. And anyways, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I got to get going. I keep saying this. I try to do one live a day, but you know, usually what happens like Monday or Sunday kind of roll up and And Sunday's kind of a very busy day, and I really can't. I have a hard time doing it. But there's some days that I can't do it. Tobate, what's that on my FYP for your page? T-bait. You're gonna act like you just woke up. Good. You're gonna get out of your room and you're gonna stretch your arms out and yawn. You're gonna rough up your hair. You're gonna make it look real messy. You know. All right. You might. Yeah. Make sure you're wearing your PJs or something like that, or some pajama pants or something, or put on pajamas if you have any. Mess up your bed if your bed isn't messed up. I gotta get going. Oh yeah. Well, then you know who this person is. Then it kind of looks like him. I don't think I did a good job, but yeah. You have a wonderful day, everyone. I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching.